What if I no longer carried any attachments? Attachments about who I think I am or how someone else perceives me, or attachment to my country or my gender, attachment to a religion. What would it be like to be free of attachments to labels and to simply be loving? So just for a little while, I invite you to let go of attachments. What if I was no longer attached to my name? How does it feel? Let go of your attachment to your gender. You're no longer a man or a woman. Let go of your titles. Let go of your nationality. And experience yourself letting go of even your religion. Now let go of your body. If I don't have a name, a gender, a title, a nationality, a religion, or a body, then who would I think of? And who would think of me? It would be the Supreme Being that would think of me, and I would think of the Supreme. In this meditation, I invite you to sit in an experience of unlimited freedom in real inner power. Now gradually observe how the soul feels as it puts back on the awareness of the body, nationality, the religion, the title, the gender, and the name, and bring through these labels your experience of being with the divine and feeling free and at peace with yourself. Om Shanti. Hello everyone, Om Shanti, good evening. Warm welcome to your spiritual vaccine, your daily pause, your evening pause, your time to take your vitamins and all of your health internal things to just have you rest well and rest easy. So I hope you've had a good day and things are moving pretty well. It's been quite a non-stop day for us. We had some really large meetings and even one that's happening right now that I had to jump off to be with you. But today's conversation was really important to me, how to tame your inner voice. And it's something that I've had to work on a lot as a very young, energetic, active, hyperactive young woman in my 20s. You couldn't hold me. You just couldn't hold me. And even now in my journey of spirituality, I'm also still quite active, and I hope I stay that way. One of the things that I give credit to for keeping my mind and my heart and my spirit alive and enthusiastic, I don't get into a lot of gossip, waste. I don't really try to go there at all. Very, very rare you'll see me sitting around the table talking about someone. It's just really, really rare for me. And so I find that thoughts that are based on stuff like that, if I get caught up into what's wrong with somebody and what are their issues, that I think this person is like this or this person is like that, those thoughts also deplete my natural energy of enthusiasm, because I'm not enthused, I'm not connected to God for the energy to flow through me. I'm connected to somebody else, and on top of it, I'm connected to something that's wrong with them. So of course that's going to hold me back. So when we really talk about taming our inner voice, what does it mean? I gave you the analogy of a wild horse. Visualize the wild horse. It's come out of the fields. It's gone onto a farm. And on some occasions, if it's a professional establishment, they'll choose the best rider, the best jockey, someone who can merge with the horse, who can have a union with the horse, who can blend, who can, really get into the energy of the horse, because the horse is super sensitive to the rider. And in the similar way, our mind, in whatever condition that it's in, it's super sensitive to whatever is going on in our lives. So if you've ever watched a Western movie or one of these old movies, what was that movie that Elizabeth Taylor was in? Black Stallion? I think so. But very few people can ride a particular horse that's like a stallion, right? And I want you to consider your mind like, oh, it's a horse, it's a wild horse, but it's a stallion. And it wants you to train it. It wants you to tell it what to do, where to go, how to be. Just imagine that visual for a little. So the wild horse comes, and it's on the farm. It's inside of the fence. The rider who can tame that horse comes out. What's the first thing he does? He looks into the eyes of the horse, because he can sense this is one powerful horse. So it's important that sometimes you look into your own eyes and you have to accept there's some powerful stories going on in my head. Have you ever done that? You look at yourself in the mirror and you look deeply and you go, there's some stuff sitting in there. And it's as if you have to bond with that, knowing that there is a power in you, but it's not tamed. It's wild. I'll do what I want, when I want, on my terms, with who I want and how I want. You can't tell me what to do. Look at what America's going through. Their death rate is over 100,000, I believe. Why? Americans aren't used to being told what to do. No, I'm free. I have my rights. But if your freedom is taking another person's life, you're creating karmic bondage. So if you have a lot of freedom and you are wild and there's nothing else around you to support the freedom, then sometimes there could be a greater need or use for you, but you're only comfortable on your terms. So back to the story. The rider comes. And the first thing he does is that at a soul level, he looks deep into the eyes of the horse because he knows he has to let that horse know who's in charge. So I want you to imagine the rider is you, the soul, and you are completely in charge of what you choose to think, what that thought will make you feel or experience, and that you're willing to live with the consequences, the repercussions, the vibrations, the ripple effect of that experience. Got that? So you're looking deep into your own spirit. Even now you can do it, even if you're not looking at a mirror. I want you to imagine that your other form, you're being a witness to yourself and you're standing in front of you. Let's try it right now. I want everyone who's watching on Twitter or Facebook, Vimeo, or on YouTube, wherever you might be, I want you to immerse yourself in front of you as if you're looking at yourself in front of you. It's like you're being a witness to yourself. It's like almost as if you're practicing peripheral vision, and so you're immersing yourself in front of you. And I want you to look deep at yourself and say, I know you are powerful. And I know that you are open to giving me permission to tame you. I'm not taming or controlling you out of arrogance or ego, but I'm ready to tame you so that we can be of service to the world, so that we could do more together. This is your dialogue that you're having with yourself right now. This is what the rider is kind of looking into the eyes of the horse and just saying, who's in charge here? Is it me or you? And that horse, until he can sense the authority of the rider, he is not going to let that rider stay on top of him. He's got to feel trust. And in his trust, he has to feel that sense of authority. And with that sense of authority, he has to guide him over and over again, and maybe even a little discipline, ever so often, to remind the horse, I'm in charge. So even when you go inside of your mind and you have a real heart-to-heart conversation and say, I am willing to tame you. I know you're powerful, but so am I. And together, we can serve the world and make it a better place. And I want you to hold that vision on yourself for a while and observe how you're feeling. You are giving yourself the energy, the declaration of energy that's saying, I'm willing to tame you because we've got a lot of service and good to do in the world. So it's like you're giving yourself that vibration now. You're really serving yourself internally. I know you're powerful. I know that. My mind has been controlling me for so long. It's like many wild horses. But now I'm dealing with the king, the main one. If I can control you, I'll control the whole kingdom. Look inside. Is it listening to your command? You've acknowledged it's strong. So you're not deceiving yourself that your mind hasn't developed enough strength. You've accepted my mind has become really, really strong and it's out of control. I don't think what I want to think. I'm not feeling the way that I want to feel. But I want to be able to tell you how I want to feel, what I want to think. Only the soul can do that. When the soul is in the awareness that I am the authority here, not my mind. Even though the mind is inside of the soul is in charge. And one faculty in the soul that has a lot of potential and power is awareness, is intellect, conscious choice, your will. And that's that part of you that has to speak to the mind with authority. And the only reason that particular faculty might not have the strength that it wishes is because the mind has just been taking it, like, do that, go that, go that. Even against your wish, you are saying things and doing things you don't want to do, but you do it anyway. That's because the mind has more power. So that's like when the mind throws the rider off the horse. When the horse throws the rider off, the mind is saying, you haven't proven to me you've got any power. You're not in charge of your life. Why should I listen to you? I'm in charge. So the mind takes you here. It doesn't make you be still. It doesn't connect you to God. It doesn't make you make amends. It won't even allow you to forgive yourself because it's so active in you. So an untamed mind will drain a lot of your spiritual potential. An untamed mind will always distract you from what is really, really important. An untamed mind does not want you to be empowered at the level of the intellect, conscious choice, or willpower. Because the moment you get empowered, you conquer that wild horse. But that's the journey of meditation, or that's the benefit, I should say, of meditation, is that the more you practice to pay attention to what these thoughts are saying, are they connected to your soul conscious awareness? Or are they connected to body awareness? Which thought am I feeding? I've shared with you the story about the two wolves that will travel with this little girl who had a conversation with her grandmother, and the grandmother was saying one wolf is mean, the other wolf is loving. And the granddaughter asked the grandmother, which one will go with me? And the grandmother said, the one you feed the most. So similarly, it's the same. If I don't feed the soul, the mind, with the right thoughts that are focused on my direction, my aim, my objective, my vision for the future, if I don't feed those thoughts more than negative or waste thoughts, then that mind will just be like living in like a kid in a candy store. Just keep going. It'll just keep going. And I'll feel like I'm not in charge of my life much anymore. But I'm going to want people to listen to me. I'm going to want people to respect me. I'm going to want people to give me opportunities. And yet I'm not taking care of my world. And that's where many of us bump into inner conflicts. We say, I don't know why my life is this way. I've done everything right. I'm a good person. I don't get a break. This happens, that happens, etc., etc. And so what actually takes place is that I'm not conquering myself. I'm not working with myself. I'm not listening to myself. And as a result of that, I can't determine where I want to go, who I should be. So the taming of the mind requires inner stillness. Let me tell you why stillness is so important. It'll make you honest. And when you're honest, you build courage. And when you build courage, you'll have the power to face any issue that is sitting inside of you and any issue that comes outside of you to try to shake you. That's the power of this virtue of honesty. When I got a download from God that said, I don't need you to be perfect right now, but just be honest. And through your honesty, I guarantee you, you will be led towards your perfection. I've lived that up until today. So meditation, where there's a practice of stillness, will invite you into a very honest portal to see you as you are, to see what patterns have you been feeding that are taking away your fortune, that's taking away your happiness, that's taking away your worth, your self-respect, your ability to be so creative that you can come up with any great ideas in a whim, because the time, your purity, your self-respect, your power, they're all lined up. So whenever the universe wants a creative idea, bam, here it is. Because you're in check. So the practice of silence will make you honest enough to see yourself in such a way that you might notice things that you don't like. That I can't believe I did this, or I can't believe I went through this. But through your honesty, the virtue of courage will come to support you. You are taming the most powerful force within your spirit, your mind. And you will need courage to look at what sometimes sits in that portal that is just doing a lot of stuff. They call it the conscious mind, you know. They talk a lot about, folks will talk a lot about positive affirmations. Have you ever done those? Where you go, let's say, I'm a powerful soul, I'm a powerful soul, I'm a powerful soul, I'm a powerful soul. You say it over and over again, and they say you eventually become what you keep repeating over and over again. Even just try it right now. Ready, everyone? As you're sitting there, recite this. I'm a powerful soul, I'm a powerful soul, I'm a powerful soul, I'm a powerful soul, I am a powerful soul, I am a powerful soul. I am so powerful, don't even ask. But think about every time you repeat that same thought, eventually at some point you will grow into that condition of power. But even when you're telling that thought and your mind is hearing it, and if you've had 90 other thoughts that go, I'm no good, they always pick on me, nobody likes me, I can't believe they did this to me, then you have to keep cranking up. Come on, don't you trust and believe you are more powerful than that wild horse? One time we got a donation of an RV. It was a 36 footer, how do you call it, footer or feet? Footer. It was a 36 footer, right? And look, I'm not afraid of things. I don't get afraid very easily. But I would look at that RV, everyone, and I would just say, I don't know why I'm so intimidated by this thing. You know, I'm a soul, I'm more powerful than this RV. And for the life of me, I couldn't drive that RV. Man, we have another one, which is 26 feet, and I hop in that RV and I go. I'm ready to go state to state. Wherever it needs to take me, I'll go in a minute. Not afraid of it at all. It's like my baby. I take care of it. It's supposed to be our next project for the meditation on wheels. So we're thinking of ideas and looking at how to support that initiative during this particular COVID time. So we had gotten it as a donation that we will pay back for the RV, so that we go on tour around the DMV and eventually spread it around the country of advocating and teaching meditation in peace and purity. So now we're just waiting to see what will be the next thing and work on that as we move forward. But anyway, long story short, I step into that little RV, I have no problem. I would look at that big RV, I go, what is it? And it was a thought in me, I don't want to crash it. It's too big, I can't handle it. I need to know more and have experience. I don't trust it. I don't know if it'll take me to my destination. So actually what was crippling me were all those thoughts. But in reality, if I had discontinued those thoughts, I would hop in that RV and just go. That's a tamed mind. That's what a tamed mind will do. A tamed mind will never allow thoughts of illusion to disempower it. Never. A tamed mind is in charge, and it will direct what it wants to think, what it wants to feel, in whatever way. So let's try this little experiment of cleaning out any waste thoughts that might be sitting inside of the soul in any particular way. Now this is going to be a good 10-minute meditation. So there's no rush. I want you to feel your mind tamed and absolutely vibrating with a kind of a power and strength that after we come out of the meditation, I'm going to ask you to write one declaration about what will be in your future. And I want you to write that down, and I want you to look at it with the energy that you're going to bring after this meditation. Because what a tamed mind does, it declares and manifests and makes things happen because it ain't caught up in distraction. It's not caught up with going here or there or dealing with what someone said to me, didn't say to me, should have said to me. Who did this? Why did they do this? I don't deserve this. It's like it doesn't go there. Got it? All right. So everyone take a deep breath. I hope you're enjoying the conversation so far. Feel free to do thumbs up, thumbs down, frowny face, whatever. Whatever is your emoji of the day. Just offer it. I'm not sensitive, okay? So thumbs down, thumbs up. If you have a question, put it in the comment field, and as we get to the end of the show, I'll definitely do my best to answer as many as possible. In addition, I want to thank everybody for joining us on this really important topic, how to tame your inner voice. Because it's those thoughts that are going on in your mind. And it has become like a wild horse. But you are the rider, the one in charge. So just for now, you just want to sit in a place of your power, and you want to keep oming for a while, just setting that universal tone of cleansing your inner world. They say the sound of Om cleans out all negative vibrations in the atmosphere. I highly recommend that if you want to put on a loop the sound of Om, just play it in your house on very, very low frequency, but have it being played around the house all day long. You feel a huge difference at the end of the day. All right, sit up straight. Make sure you're sitting in your meditation corner, your space, on the floor, on the couch, on the chair, wherever. Take a deep breath. Breathe out. Take a deep breath again. Breathe out. One more deep breath. And breathe out. For the next 10 minutes, let's clean out all those vibrations. Om Shanti. Welcome back. How was that experience with your oming and feeling that deep sense of clarity? Did you feel the clarity just now? Did you feel that energy shifting in you? I'm curious to hear those who are watching in on YouTube. What was your experience of taking 10 minutes, 10 complete minutes of your powerful, beautiful, and purposeful life to clear out all that energy that's coming in your way and blocking you from being in charge, being a sovereign of your world inside? I could sit here for another year and share with you a million techniques and a million things that you need to do. But in reality, it has everything to do with your will, your desire to change, your interest to become the best human being possible for you, for those that you love, and for our world. There have been scriptures, prophets, seers, psychics, saints, life coaches, motivational speakers, gurus. Haven't they been telling you and me and the whole world what to do? Why are we still not in control? Why are you not in control? Until you take that first step inside of you to say, I've got to change my patterns. There's more to me. I know it with all my heart. There's a lot more going on than what meets the eye. I believe it. I trust it. I know it. How are you going to show up post-COVID? What's going to be the way you walk out of your house going back to a new type of normal? What's your state of mind? How much are you now in control of what you want to think, when you want to think it, how you want to think it? Have you tamed that wild horse where it bows to you and says, you are my master? That's how much inner will we have to develop. And it comes through your practice of consistent meditation, consistent pauses, consistent wisdom. When I mean by consistent meditation, you're not sitting in meditation all day. When you're walking, cooking, cleaning, moving around from one room to another, you're in meditation, which means you're remembering, I'm powerful, I'm worthy, I'm a child of God, I'm the master of my mind, I'm here for some great purpose. And you hold that. You hold that. That's your consistent meditation. When you're walking and moving around. I'm going to take us into another meditation, the letting go one. And why I want to do that next is that I want us to maintain that vibration of holding the space, because I know we're coming to a close and we do have a little time left. And I really want you to go into that space. You know, I want you to practice what is it going to feel like to be in control of your own feelings by letting go. Just letting go. You all know it's our favorite video. Everyone loves it. Everybody always gains a very powerful experience from it. See, when you stop feeding thoughts that are connected to limited interpretations of yourself, your mind will settle. When you stop feeding thoughts that are connected to a limited sense of yourself, your mind will settle. Each time your mind is expecting for the doctor, the mother, the wife, the girlfriend, the boyfriend, the black, the white, the rich, the poor, the Democrat, the Republican to be filled, it can't fill something as powerful as a soul. None of those titles can fulfill the depth of your power and your worth. It's a soul thing. So let's feel the soul now as we step inwards. One more time. One more time. And start to let go, because now you've cleaned out a lot of stuff from the oming, right? Now, I want you to go as deep and look at how you would feel when you really start to release the pattern of being attached to labels. Take a deep breath and let's let go. Om Shanti. The time that we choose to be aware doesn't necessarily require me to just sit and meditate. But even while I walk and move around, I can be in a meditative awareness, which is awareness of the soul, the original, eternal, imperishable being of light. For a little while, I'd like to invite you to be present, to be here, and to be now. Allow your mind to settle in the moment, to relax. This meditation is about awareness. It's about becoming aware of your original and eternal self. It's about connecting to your truth. Let go of your name. And observe yourself feeling nameless. Let go of your gender to discontinue thinking you're a man or a woman. Let it go and observe how you would feel walking around without a gender. Let go of the role that you play and let go of the titles that you own. Observe how you're feeling as you are gradually letting go. Let go of your religion and put it aside just for now. And let go of your nationality and even the language that you're accustomed to. Imagine you have no name, gender, role, title, religion, nationality, or even a language. Ask yourself, how do you feel at this moment? And in this feeling, who would think of you And who would you think of? The Supreme Soul would think of you. And you, the liberated soul, would think of the Supreme. In this state of absolute freedom, I am truly who I am. A free, peaceful, pure, immortal, and eternal soul. Allow yourself to just be absorbed in this awareness. At this time. How are you feeling now? More settled? See, that's the internal fragrance we have to develop post-COVID, because the insanity that's going to be out there, you don't want it to pull you, to distract you. We're going to need to practice to build such a fortress of power, of purity, of peace, that we don't get pulled into all that craziness that will take place. So we can stay on course, and we can be used by God to do service of uplifting His children, one at a time, 1 million at a time, 5 at a time. It doesn't matter, but it will be needed. So, take a deep breath, and any questions or thoughts that anyone might have that they'd like to share. Nicole, Om Shanti. You feel more connected to, yeah, that's the thing, you know, there's, prayer is so important. In addition, that spirituality and that inner reflection and being consistent and disciplined, that shifts at such a deep level that you get to understand the power even of your prayer. You know, like your prayer has to happen because you've done the internal work. So you feel more connected to the real you. I feel tired and relaxed because I let go of the fight of control of the wild horse of my mind. I see the light. Good. I am powerful with great purpose. I feel joy. A. Nicole Jones, founder of CARE. Look her up. She's on LinkedIn. Yesvi, an untrained mind. Excellent job. Thank you for your blessings, Yesvi. All right, so any other questions? Let's go to Facebook. Any thoughts? You know, meditations like this on these evenings, the mind doesn't ask anything because it just feels so settled, you know. Stacy, you're welcome. You're welcome to be guided. Beautiful experience. Thank you for being involved. Barbara Smith, I know it doesn't feel like 10 minutes, right? It felt like infinity, but it's as if it was just a second ago that you closed your eyes and did that meditation, wasn't it? Lovely. All right, anyone else on Facebook would like to share? I'll go to the other account. I'm so glad that I am not intimidated by technology. I might be one of the few yogis
that's not intimidated by technology. I like technology, actually. Christina Caldwell, thank you so much for putting in your energy and sharing the space. Barbara Goodman, why were you scared? Talk to me. What's going on? Umesh, you're feeling great. Glad to hear it. Good to hear that that felt good for you. Clyde from Philippines, thanks for always being so present on our program. I really appreciate it. Barbara, let me know if you're still feeling scared. I'm here to help. You're nothing to be afraid of. Shivamu was great experience. Can you feel the shift inside of the soul? So when you, the writer, looks inside of yourself, and with that power and force, you tell yourself, hey, hey mind, I'm in charge. And you look at it with that energy of conviction and authority, you just go, I'm in charge. It's like you're looking at yourself and you're feeding yourself with that power, and you have to keep reminding, I'm in charge. And you feed it over and over again. All right. Sabine, you're welcome. Thanks for the help in liberating the mind. The 10-minute meditation is good. I know, Barbara. Post-lockdown, you're going to be protected. That's why this program is so important. I don't want anyone walking out of this lockdown with fear and insecurity. That's where the vibrations of that outside world, it's coming in here, it's coming in here, it's coming here. It starts to make you think that way. I want you to imagine, Barbara, you're sitting in a theater, you're in the 10th row of the audience. You're in the 10th row, and you're just observing it as an observer. That is not your story. You've got to be clear what you need to do. If you've lost a job, you need to start looking. Make sure you fill out your unemployment, whatever is needed. You stay protected and wise. You tune in. We'll be giving steps every step of the way post-lockdown. We'll find a way. We will find a way. But you're going to have to go beyond the narrative of what's happening out there. Be connected and be completely engrossed in the narrative of this world of sacred power and sacred truth, so that that has absolutely no power over you. None whatsoever. Don't be like me with that RV. It was only a thought. And then as I started to conquer the thought, then things changed. So I'm glad that you enjoyed the visualizations. Okay, Barbara, is that okay? Was that better? Please don't worry, my sweet sister. You're going to be great. The fact that you're strengthening yourself with these programs every night, consistently, I guarantee you, before you know it, you're going to be walking out there like they can't touch you. Nothing, it won't touch you. You'll be all right. All right. So, Shana B, I'm grateful for the meditation and the energy. I'm glad, Shana. Welcome, welcome. Prasanna, my son Rishi is 14, Isha's 18, and we're watching Om Shanti. Hi, boys. Good, powerful leaders of the future. Any young man who meditates now will be a leader of tomorrow. It's a guarantee. Yes, yes. Okay. All right, everyone. We're going to kind of close up here. Just wanted you all to know that our friend Denora Nevis had sent me a message a few days ago. There's just a very simple initiative with Own Network and Iyanla entitled One Single Word. And I'm going to ask you a favor. If tonight you can basically take a picture of one single word using the hashtag one single word on that paper and post it on your social media using the hashtags. And Santosh, if you can put in the comment list, the hashtags that I'd like you to use would be hashtag one single word, in addition hashtag Sister Jenna, hashtag America Meditating, hashtag Brahma Kumaris, and whatever other hashtags you wanted to use. Then post your picture between, Antonia, it's 9 and 10, right? Between 9 and 10 with that specific hashtag of one single word. Then, of course, add the other ones on it. I would appreciate that. And post it between 9 and 10. And I will be texting Ianla tonight as well. And Louis Gossett just sent us his. But what I'll do is, let me show you the video introducing it's a very simple initiative. And then I'll show you pictures of what me and Sister Geeta did today as well as Lou. Santosh?
Sometimes it only takes one word. One word to soothe you. One word to ground you. One word to remind you just how powerful you are. One word to heal you. One word to lift you. One word to anchor you in what really matters. One word to change you. One word to bless you. One word to comfort you. Sometimes it only takes one word. Greetings, beloveds. The coronavirus pandemic has completely altered our lives, but every one of us gets to choose who we are going to be on the other side of this. I invite you to reflect on a word for yourself and post a picture of you with your word and the hashtag one single word. I can't wait to see what kind of future you are claiming for yourself.
I'm excited to give you an update about our own.
All right. So, very simple initiative. So, Santosh is going to pull up a few pictures and give you an example. So, all you have to choose is just your one single word that will soothe and calm your mind and make the world into a better place, and add the hashtag one single word. So, Queen Rising, welcome back. In other words, as I live in the vortex of my penthouse, what advice can you give me in helping me to stay in that mindset set even when boundaries are crossed? So when boundaries are crossed and I'm affected, recognize that it's signaling to me I still have more room for growth and empowerment. That's one. So that's where your honesty plays a role, right? And then the second aspect is to try to speak to the person or find a way to kind of understand the person's way or style, because it's not that they're doing anything wrong, but they're just different than you. And once you can accept that they're different, then they won't bother you. You won't lose your peace because they can't be you. All right, Queen Rising? All right. Here are the pictures that Santosh will show you now. So you see it says one single word and then move on. There's Lou Gossett Jr. from Officer and a Gentleman, and Roots, one single word, his faith. I think there's Sister Geeta, Purity. Oh, she looks so cute with her little Christmas. I don't know if you know that, but she has on her Christmas necklace. She walks around with it all the time. All right, next. Oh, and that's Indu. Beautiful picture, isn't it? Peace, your one single word. So could you all submit that tonight? And feel free to give credit to the Meditation Museum or America Meditating, Sister Jenna, so they continue to remember how much support we have for them. But please, more than anything else, take care of yourselves. Be good. Be easy. Om Shanti. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow. Be safe. Be powerful. Be you.
to live without fear in a world that's secure. Some say it's a fool's dream, but I'm not so sure. I see all your faces on my TV, driven and hungry with eyes full of tears, mourning your children, fathers and friends, caught in a war that just never ends. How long will it be till your life is mine, and all I believe in has turned into lies? With all that I am and all that I have, I send you this token, this love from my heart. Oh, I've seen a place much more than a dream, a place of such beauty it hurts just to see, a place of no pain, no crying,